In this video lecture series, we will talk about selection of material. Second, factor influencing the material selection. What are the factors that will influence the material selection, guys? One is dimensional tolerance. There are some material which can be finished to close tolerance while other cannot. If the material is too hard, then it is very difficult to us to give its dimensional tolerance. Okay, guys, we have to be very uh, applied. If the material is too hard, we cannot penetrate, the tool cannot penetrate, then we have to use that type of material which has a hard than the high strength, or the hard than then what the our workpiece. Okay, then what will happen? Then it will result in increase the expense, cost of the material. So if the cost of increases, then our product cost will also increases. So we avoid these things. Dimensional tolerance. There are some material which can be finished to close tolerance while other cannot. We cannot give a dimensional tolerance to other. Obviously, the required dimensional tolerance for finished component will influence the choice of material. Okay, choice of material, it will depend on choice of material. Okay, guys, another one is mechanical properties. To select a suitable material for a specific application, all mechanical properties, toughness, hardness, strength, etc. guide us. Okay, the choice of the material depend on the mechanical properties, guys, because if the material is low strength, has a low strength means it can bear a very low strength, low load, and after low load, with standing it becomes fail. Then what is the use of making this product? Okay, guys, it have to be bear some load that we want to. Okay, guys, they will act as a guiding factor. Okay, they act as a this mechanical factor act as a guiding factor. When we have to design a new design or a engineering component, we will see the material property table like strength table, compressive strength, impact strength, etc. We will select the material which satisfied our need. By this way, mechanical properties guide as to select the material, guys. Okay, now let's move to the fabrication. Okay, another thing is that manufacturability or fabrication requirement or manufacturing requirement. Okay, guys, method of process of material. In this method of process of material also affect the properties of component. Example, forged component can be stronger than casted component. Okay, it depends. Okay, what does it say? It does want to say, this line what to say is that the material, the manufacturing, the way of manufacturing also help to strengthize the material. Okay, how the it forged component can be stronger than the casted component. Okay, guys, different types of working process may also give different types of fiber structure. Okay, it may give, so in case of casting it will give one structure, in case of machining it will give one structure. Okay, guys, however, the casting process provide the precise dimension at a low cost in comparison to machining operation. Machining operation means by removing the material, excess material, we have to just like we are using lathe, then it means it is machining, because we are removing the material, excess material, and after removing the excess material, we give it as a shape. We give a workpiece or raw material into a shape. And what is casting? We all know that we have to melt it, and then we have to make one. What we have to make, we have to make a mold, and then we will pour the material, and we will get the pour the liquid material, and we will get the product. For example of producing a intricate product, we just go for casting rather than machining. Okay, for intricate product we just go for the casting because it is easy. Okay, then machining. Cost processing. Okay, now the cost processing also the factor. In most of the industries, the processing cost, labor cost, and the other costs such as overhead cost amount for about 50% of the production cost. For 50% of the production, in most of the industries, the processing cost and other costs such as overhead cost account for about 50% of the production. The production 50% will be by the this processing cost, and the other cost, that is such as overhead cost, will be there of about 50%, guys. Overhead cost in automation industries is much more than the other cost. In automatic the overhead cost may be high, will be high, okay, not maybe. If if one can somehow reduce all such costs, the total production cost will automatically reduce, and we can compete in the market by reducing the cost of the material. Availability of the material 5. Also, the selection of material also depend on the availability of the material. Okay, guys, we may find that sometimes what sometimes we may find out that sometimes the availability of the material becomes a governing factor as well. When the desired material supply is limited, then cost of the costly material which is available in ample quantity may be chosen. The ample quantity what is available in the market in a ample quantity, then we will use that material. And service requirement. What is service requirement? Service dimensional stability, strength, toughness, hardness, corrosion, fatigue, and creep resistance, electrical and thermal conductivity, etc. Okay, now we will talk about the